Louisiana Beer Reviews Newcastle Brown Ale Revisited Special Edition. Introduced in 1927, this beer is 4.7% alcohol. Originally brewed in Newcastle, England. Now the production has been moved to the Tadcaster Brewery in Tadcaster, England. Let's see, it was started by Captain Jim Porter. They said when they started in 1927, it took them 3 years of experimenting to get the recipe correct up to what they wanted it to be. So what we have now has been around since around 1930. They said starting in 2015 they weren't going to use the food coloring anymore, the caramel coloring. They were going to, because there was some stuff about, oh, it causes cancer and all that, you know, so they decided they would just use the toasted malts to give it the natural brown color. And there's a lot of beers, mass produced and craft, that use caramel coloring, by the way. Or at least I suspect. Well, I know some do, like the Foster's Ale uses caramel coloring. It says it on the can. They have the medals here that it won years ago. They have the famous Blue Star, a famous old bridge. If you look carefully, it says the points on the star represent the 5 founding breweries of Newcastle, the first place in Britain to brew ale commercially. They have a pretty interesting website. If you look on the Heineken USA website and the Newcastle Brown Ale website, there's a lot of interesting stuff. I mean, I remember about 2 years ago the website wasn't finished, so you click on it, it was really nothing there but like a picture, wouldn't do anything. I bought this 12-pack for $15.99 the other day for a party, which was held last night, and then I come to find out I could have gotten it for $14.99, but I didn't know that. These are brown bottles, and they have weird, look, plain caps, strange. And these are from Scotland, and this is from England, so that must be quite a feat. They got beers coming in from Scotland, coming in from England, and they're packaging them together in 12 packs. The Session India Pale Ale, and you know my attitude towards Session IPAs is not positive, and the British Pale Ale. I noticed about a month ago somebody had posted a photo of these when they first came out on Facebook, and then Tom the Beer Whisperer was saying, oh, that's going to be so dull, or something like, you know, to that effect. It's going to be Dullsville, and I jumped to write something, and I said, no. Sometimes it's best just to keep scrolling and not get into it, but I was thinking later, I said, you know, that's going to be the attitude that some people, some factions of the beer drinking community are going to have towards these, because they're going to say it's mass produced, it's owned by Heineken, it's going to be dull, you know, blah blah blah. Going to appeal to the masses, won't be anything worthwhile. I don't know that. I haven't reviewed them yet, so I wouldn't want to judge them beforehand. Maybe they are dull, but at the party last night, that wasn't the feedback I was getting. They were talking about how good it was, and they drank them all. So they were very positive towards it. Although that crowd is not a group that's sitting around researching beer all day and doing videos and reading Beer Advocate and Rate Beer. Okay, so they like beers that they don't know they're not supposed to like most of the world. Here's some old Falstaff items from my collection. Old plastic 70s insulated mug. Alright, well, let's check out the Newcastle Brown Ale. You do see it in the cans around here. They used to have you see it in the 14.9 ounce cans. They used to be the dark brown cans, now they've gone to the light brown cans. I like the dark browns. But usually you see it in a clear bottle. Probably it's not going to be skunk, considering, oh, oops, I'm making a mistake, I'll tell you why. Now, I do have it warming up. They said don't serve it ice cold. But they said on the Newcastle website, there's a video, and they say tilt the glass 45-degree angle, pour the beer in, slowly raise it. And from what they're showing, this head is far too thick. They said it should be a finger's worth. Well, as you can see, that's 3 fingers worth. So I did that wrong. Now, what's the proper way? If you get on Anheuser-Busch website, their website, there's a totally different attitude that they have. They strongly promote the straight-in pour. And I don't mind either way, I guess, however you want to do it, it doesn't bother me. But then you get some people, they'll comment, you know, on my videos, hey, idiot, you know, that's how they'll approach the discussion. Hey, idiot, don't you know the proper way to pour beer, fool? To me, that's not really the best way to discuss things, but that's some people's attitude. It's getting dark outside. It's kind of a pretty dark brown. It's pretty dark brown. You know, in the bottle it looks light brown, but in the glass it looks dark brown, which to me is kind of strange, but oh well. I like the aroma on Newcastle because it's so, you know, how do you describe it? Brightly roasted. It's like, it's not charred or burnt in any way. It's just like a bright, sort of energetic roasted malts. It's caramel, a little fruity, but there's no char, no kind of downbeat. Doesn't really make sense, but that's the way I'm thinking about it. It's sort of presented as a upbeat beer. And good times, camaraderie, those types of things. And they talk about on the website, it's really made to just be a pleasant, mellow, easy drinking beer with a slight bit of hoppy back flavor. Caramel and all that. And that's exactly what it is. There's the malts. And it's made with water, barley malt, hops, and yeast. And then coming in around the back is the light hop bitterness, but it's not overdone in any way. If you're a hophead, this is not going to be the beer for you. But if you're a roundhead, like Oliver Cromwell, but you know what I mean is if you like round beers, this would really be one for you. It's medium bodied. It finishes semi-dry, maybe mostly dry, and the refreshingness is there and the drinkability is there. And at 4.7% alcohol, you don't have to worry too much about getting into trouble. Well, I think it's a wonderful beer. You can tell why it's been around almost 90 years. You can see why Heineken was so hot to get control of the brand. I could go 8 hours, no one would call. Make a video, they call, and that's the way I feel sometimes. So I have to give it, I think this is going to be higher than my original score. Like, I don't remember what I said before, but it was like, yeah, that's pretty good. But I think now, you know, the more that I'm thinking about this beer and examining it, I love that creamy head. So subtle. I really think I have to give it an A, a solid A, most excellent. So Le Bon Temps Roulé, it really is a wonderful beer, most excellent. And when you take into consideration the price and the the availability and the accessibility, it's really a fabulous product. So I love it. And I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to Louisiana.